A new theatre production will be staged at Hotter next month, highlighting the impact of missing persons on families, relationships and society as a whole. Void is a two-person local production, and to discuss you are joined by Adi Bajaj, one of two actors, and writer and director Chamkor Gill. Good morning. Chamkor, this is the second time round. This production was supposed to launch last year, but COVID interrupted you.
That's right, yeah. Completely out of the blue, we were all set to go. We had a couple of weeks, and then bang, there it was.
What impact has that had on you? Did you just basically have to put everything on ice for 12 months?
It was, yes. The play stayed bubbling in my head. Obviously, it was all written out. And we were not really sure where we were going to go, but when the green light came back on, excited and everything. And, so the wait was worth it, let's put it that way.
Chamkor, just give us a quick summary or a précis of this story. What is it about?
Well, it's about the impact on parents of a lost child. We hear all kinds of stories about children going missing, and the story is about the child missing, and the parents are in the background. This play attempts to exhibit the feelings, the emotions, the passions, the pain, the anguish of the parents, mother and father, from their own perspectives. A lot of times we hear about the mother's feelings, and that's true. The mothers do feel it. It's a different feeling. But many a time a father is just a sideline observer or, a small-time player. So I wanted to give both the mother and the father equal status, if you like.
Artie, you are one of the two lead actors in this show. Thanks for your time this morning. Where did you find your inspiration for this? Because I'm assuming that you haven't had somebody go missing in your life. So as an actor, where do you go to find what you need to bring to this performance?
My kids are the ones who inspire me or made me interested in this play. As a mother, the subconscious feeling, which you don't verbally lay out every morning and evening, but when you drop your kids to school or somewhere, you think briefly in your head, I hope when I come to pick them up, I will find them in the same shape and form, in a happy state. So it's always there, and I think when Chamkor showed this script to us, and it was something I could immediately relate to, and when we went out there and did a bit of research about how many plays have been done or how many movies have been made about child abduction at large, and also something that focuses on parents' views, we didn't have many. And that was, again, from Wild Dreamer's perspective, from business perspective, or from, a company that believes in making arts for purpose, it was no-brainer. We just wanted to take this on board.
Artie, you are acting alongside a Gold Coast actor and a barrister, Lance Jones. How difficult is it having two actors carrying a whole production?
One of the most challenging, or probably I could really say one of the most, not the most, like it is the challenge. Any actor or any creative would do anything to get that kind of an opportunity, because you're in this naked space where there's no hiding spot, and you get to be completely vulnerable, show your skills, and of course the script that Chamkor has written and his direction has played the most important role to, help us dwell down deep, basically just facing our own fears and monsters and bringing that out.
As a parent, and somebody, you mentioned that in the back of your mind you always think about this with your children, but as an actor as well, this sounds like it's a very intense role. I mean, you are doing 3 performances. I'll give the dates shortly, but having run through the play obviously beforehand, what is it like delivering that in such an intense, magnified space?
It's very draining. That's the honest feedback. Yes, it is very draining as an artist, as an actor, someone who's performing that. But at the same time, it's very empowering as well, because you feel very purposeful that you are enacting a story or a theme which will hopefully create much bigger impact and awareness in the society. So it's a happy, draining feeling that, yes, you've delivered. And I hope I make Chamkor proud with his direction and script that he's written.
Chamkor, I'll bring you back in again. I know you don't want to give the whole play away, but can you just give us a précis? You say it's about a missing child. And obviously Artie and Lance are the two actors on stage. I'm assuming it's their child that's gone missing, but there's also a timeline involved as well.
That's right, yeah. The child goes missing at the age of 4 in the park, because the mother's sort of taken an eye off the child for a bit. And 14 years later, the parents are separately at the same park. And coincidentally, the mother and the daughter share the same birthday. The father's a lot older than the mother. And so in the 14 years that have elapsed, the child is now 18, and they're sort of visualizing the child as an 18-year-old.
You're listening to ABC Breakfast with Tom Forbes, speaking with Chamkor Gill, who's the writer and director of Void, and also Adi Bajaj, who is one of the lead actors. From everything we're hearing this morning, it sounds like it's a very heavy play. Is there some light in this as well? Like, is there a happy ending? Is there something that can... Or is it just going to be a tough night at the theatre if people are up for it?
Yes, look, we always look for a light at the end of the tunnel. If you don't face life that way, then we're doing the wrong thing. However, I leave the ending open-ended, simply put. So... will the child come back? We don't know, because the play has a little girl drifting in and out during the father's scene. There's songs, there's music, etc. As the father sings, or as he recites his poetry, there's this, almost ethereal kind of little girl who comes in and out. Who is she? So is there a possibility that, something happened to her at the age of 9 or 10, which is horrifying or not? We don't know. I don't want to leave that. I don't want people to say, yeah, that's what happened.
It's a fine line, isn't it, to tread as well, because you don't want people to walk out knowing, you want them to walk out thinking. Void will play 3 shows on the 3rd, 4th and 5th of June at 6 p.m. at Hotter, or Home of the Arts, at Bundle. You can get tickets from $22 each, and you actually simply have to just go on to hotter.com.au/theatre/void. Adi Bajaj, Chamkor Gill, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.